Hello, and welcome back to my Afterfall Insanity playthrough. Today, we return to the elevator where we were going to have well, not really a timed combat, but we do have to fight for a while. Let's just show how powerful the Raging Bull is again, just in case you forgot. These guys no longer drop, they will not drop them, rather. After killing those two, the game just kind of, well, lowers you down to the bottom.
If I remember correctly, the administrative area is somewhere over there, as well as the colonel's office. I need to open the main cargo gate.
Well, at least we have a goal again. A well-defined goal. Where we need to go for that goal is the only real question. Ah, it's our friends again. Pretty big waste of the Raging Bull, actually. But I don't want to fight these guys normally, so let's just get them over with. No one seems too sure on whether they want to approach me.
The infection spread here as well.
Wherever here is. Tokai doesn't do a good job of describing that. Let's make sure we haven't missed any notes. As he says, the fist remains our only hope. No new people, but we do have the Hussar. These are the Hussar. I was kind of correct. Hussar were the upgraded Republic guards we were seeing. Like I said, their guns will tear you to shreds in moments, but the only time they force you to deal with them is when you are way more well-equipped than you have any right to be. What we need to do is head over to this button, which will open that cargo gate. Will they let me drop down? Oh, they will. How nice of them. Well, not too nice of them. And over there, I believe we're going to run into a new enemy. Okay, hi. Yes, I believe right up here we're going to run into a new enemy type. Well, maybe not. Couldn't remember if this mosquito thing actually attacks us, but it does not. It was just watching us. And after a short section of fighting guards, we are just back to fighting the weird creatures again in all their boring glory. But we got our monkey wrench back. We shouldn't feel too bad. Oh, it's our friend. Well, one of our friends, I should say. Someone's probably behind me right now. That was correct. Well, that one got back up while I was fighting his buddy. With a quick SWAT, he's taken care of. Someone else is also coming up after him. Now, there was some ammo. For what, I'm not quite sure. Probably for the GX-10 we don't have that I should have taken off the guards. That would have been boring. And it's a little arena fight of sorts. Easily dealt with due to our power hammer. Now, as the game progresses, Afterfall Insanity likes to throw more and more enemies at you. They're not necessarily any more powerful, but enemies will gang up on you at times. And this enemy gets a little introduction for some reason. Not sure why. I guess it's wave 2. The others, for some reason, decide to patiently wait. And then run up when I start beating on somebody. And he's taken care of. And that's it for them. There are noises coming from behind us, but it doesn't seem like anyone feels too ready to attack. We will take a peek down here real quick just to make sure there wasn't an item or two. Maybe some bullets for our Raging Bull. It doesn't seem to be the case, though. What we want to do is head over here and raise this lift by holding E. This is to make sure that you didn't just skip the arena fight and press the button. Kind of silly, since you'd be waiting for the thing to raise up by itself anyway. Oh look! It's the man that we claim is the cause of everything, without really any proof. What we want to do is vault over this really quickly. And somewhere around here, we'll leave the monkey wrench. We'll use the power hammer for a bit. But somewhere around here is a note that we need. Ah, there it is. I guess someone would find that important. And another hacking situation. Not too difficult. The game seems to arbitrarily decide which hacks should be difficult and which ones shouldn't.
Remember, personal use of cleaning and repair bots without admin permission is prohibited.
And that's a little bit of a
I need to find
hint.
a way to open this door.
That's a little bit of a hint of what we're expected to do in this section.
Arek's room. But he's not here. The situation got out of control. I lost control over it. I should have been able to deal with these matters. Where have I failed? The Colonel was my patient. I knew him well. Why didn't I notice anything odd in his behavior? Some signs of cruelty that may have given me a clue about his plans. He recruited someone to divert my attention. Who would agree to follow an order like that? Why would they involve us? 4 promising subjects. Carolina, Marcin, Arek, and me. 1 dead, 2 missing. But I'm still here. And I've had enough of the confinement.
And Tokai's assessment of the situation just keeps getting stranger and stranger. He seems to be trying to convince himself of what's going on more than actually giving an accurate depiction. But since Tokai's our main character, we're really not given much of a choice but to go by his word. For better or worse.
And this system controls the functions of the area.
Well, first, let's go over here.
The shaft behind this window probably leads to the hydroponic harvest.
Oh, there's some caves. switches the camera.
Repair bot station. I could
And
use
here
one
we
of these
are.
to repair the door.
As Tokai said, we can use this little robot to repair the door. Now this is a nice little, I should say, a nice little vacation from your basic combat, though this little robotic vehicle controls like absolute crap. And it has a turbo in case you were inclined to ram into things and then turn slowly. Why this little device needs turbo is beyond me. Yes, if you fall down, you die. And if the robot dies, well, that's just not very good. And that's why we saw the man down below. We're going to occasionally be interrupted by monsters. We then have to fight before we can get back to controlling our little robot friend. Kinda wish that was clobber in time instead of hammer in time. Be a reference to something rather than being some odd achievement. I don't know why they keep telling you you can turbo. At points where you quite clearly do not need to turbo. Excuse me. There's another one of those little dragonflies. Not quite sure what they're doing in the facility at this moment in time. This will kill me if I go into it at the wrong time. Luckily, they give you quite a huge window to get through it, though I've missed it on this rotation. Well, somehow I blew up. As you can see, the hitbox for the robot is kind of weird. So I want to wait here, I suppose, for some odd reason, and then move through. And drop down here into scene straight out of Austin Powers where I need to do a really annoying turn. And of course I turned the wrong direction. Alright, and finally we're back on track. So while this is a nice change of pace from your typical melee combat, though they don't keep you away from it for very long, as I will probably at any moment be interrupted, it falls short due to the very tedious controls. There really isn't much to say about this section. Aside from just how boring it actually... Wow, that was an interesting accent. How boring it actually is. This should be fun. This should be what you want the player to enjoy. It's an introduction to something they haven't done a billion times already. Also, this thing does not stop on a dime. I tried to stop the instant I saw that tunnel, and that's how far it took me. Like, there just really is not much to say, I am sorry. I suppose I could take this time to talk a little bit more about Tokai. Now, well, gives me even more time to talk about Tokai. Now, from the beginning of the game, Tokai has been a very unreliable narrator. We were introduced to him through the dream, where things seemed rather bizarre. But were kind of excusable due to the fact that it was just a dream. However, very shortly after, Tokai shows himself to be very short-tempered and honestly just cruel in his assertions of other people. He seems to dislike the Colonel without much provocation. Aside from that, we've seen our friend kill himself, and quite a few other strange situations that don't really seem to fit with what should be happening. Let's go ahead and do this real quick, because this is what we're trying to do in the first place. But we're not done with our little robot. We've got more to do. At least I can only imagine we have more to do. But maybe not. Maybe that's just it. After all, it looked like that room was empty. Nothing left to do. But you are able to exit the console for some reason. Yeah, never mind. We do have more to do with the robot. I was almost certain that we had to get that door open with Tokai before we could continue with the robot. Oh my god. This turn. Tokai also seems to be very doggedly pursuing this strange man that no one else seems to know about. Ah, here we go. And without much reason, feels that he's the cause of this virus. Again, not much evidence of any of this being true. And Tokai, being a man of, well, some science, should need, at least in my opinion, some sort of evidence before he starts making these wild claims. But Afterfall Insanity doesn't agree with me. Also tries a jump scare an event when you're a robot, which doesn't quite have the same effect. This fire will kill me if I'm not careful. That's what the turbo is for. When it should actually mention the turbo, it neglects to. Yeah, looks like some of our, well, they're not really our friends, but looks like some of the guards are having issues on the other side of that fence. What we are trying to do is restart the power in this area, which apparently isn't over here. That's intriguing. What's more intriguing is that I now need to make this really annoying turn backwards. Did they perhaps open the door for me? Was that what I was supposed to do there? No. That is really eerie laughter. Ah, here we are. I'm sorry. I believe that music cue says that something is attacking me.
Okay, that's open.
Well, never mind, but Tokai is now moving forward on his own. That's really annoying. After we kill this man, though, it will be the end of the video, and I will see you all next time. Wow. That guy was just murdering us. Yes. Please join me next time as we continue our journey into insanity. Ugh.